marks the beginning of the hot season.
Okay.
Thereafter. I'm Patrick Cranley, and I've been living in Shanghai for 20 years.
All right, well, I'd rather have the rain season than the hot season.
Well, you have it. I'm a founder of Historic Shanghai, a community group that is dedicated to helping people understand Shanghai's complicated story.
The rain isn't stopping Patrick from giving me an overview of Shanghai architecture on the Bund, an historic walkway along the Bund River.
Most of the buildings that we see along the Bund now are what I call the third generation Bund buildings, built between 1910 and 1925.
Okay.
The first and second generation buildings are almost all gone. And then we've got the fourth generation, which include these two buildings, which are both examples of Art Deco architecture. The one on the left was built as the Cathay Hotel, we now know it as the Peace Hotel, in 1929. And it was one of the first major Art Deco buildings built in Asia. A few years later, the Bank of China building was built, also in Art Deco style, but a little bit different this time.
Yeah.
This is a great example of Chinese Art Deco. During this period, in the 1930s, the government of China, under Chiang Kai-shek, the so-called nationalist government, wanted to accentuate their Chinese pride.
Being on the Bund, you wanted to make a statement, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Is there an ego going on here? Is there like, you know, oh, this one was built, so I'm going to build this one and that sort of thing?
They definitely wanted to make a statement, and they spared no expense.
So how long did it take to build all these buildings along the Bund?
There are buildings from the 19th century all the way up until the late 1940s on this side.
And then this changes everything.
Well, that's right. You know, Shanghai was under a deep freeze for about 40 years between 1950 and 1990. Very little was built and very little was torn down. But as soon as Shanghai got the green light to go ahead and be Shanghai again, well, that's what you got. Because Shanghai has always been about being the most modern, the fastest, the tallest. You see the building with the red globes there?
Yeah.
That was the first modern building to be completed over there, and it was finished in 1995. So every other building over there is less than 20 years old.
My goodness.
And that pace of building is probably unprecedented in the history of mankind.
The rain wasn't going to let up for a while, so Patrick wanted to show me something I never would have expected to see in China.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not
It's a
what
bright sunny day in here.
It's gorgeous. And this was the Hong Kong Shanghai Bank.
To me, this looks like it's brand new. It's so pristine. How old is this?
When you build right, it lasts. This building was completed in 1923. Yeah, they were a very powerful financial institution, and they wanted to make a statement as to their status. So they spared no expense, and they brought all of these materials in from abroad, including the Carrara marble, and they brought in the craftsmen who created these mosaics, which depict some of the cities where Hong Kong Shanghai Bank had branches back in the 1920s. And then the central figures, that's Cornucopia, the goddess of plenty.
All right.
Right, appropriate for a bank.
So these cities depicted in this rotunda here just represent some of the most exciting cities in the world. And you live in one of them, Shanghai. And that was a choice.
Sure.
Why did you want to live here?
Well, my academic background was in China studies, and I've lived in some of these cities around the world, but Shanghai is special to me. It's a place where East and West meet, a place where history is in the streets all around us. The people are friendly. It's a wonderful place to do business. So I learn something new every day, and it's very stimulating.
So did you like that experience? Well, click here for the full episode and here to subscribe. Basically, you're subscribing to more and more great experiences. Experiences you can have in China, to California, to Maine, to Switzerland. I've had all kinds of experiences, and these are all experiences that you can have too.